Hello boys and girls, welcome back to YouTube. It's new bike day. This is the Deviate Highlander, 140mm in the rear, 160 in the front, trail weapon. This bike bought specifically to do Trans-Madeira in May, specifically to get me fit and ready for such a beast of a ride. So today is a shakedown day, just making sure things dialed in, making sure everything's strong, and we're gonna send it. You. Ooh, Deviate Highlander, ready for the maiden voyage. Quick little bike check here. So starting at the back, we got the Rock Razor in a super trail in the Attic speed grip, semi-slick, so we can pedal. Nice knobs for the trails. Shimano XT rotors and brakes, XT cassette, XT derailleur. Getting a bit of a theme here. From the middle, the big part, high pivot, idler drivetrain, no chain growth, rear wheel gets out of the way as the square hits. We got 175mm Fox transfer, STG Bel Air saddle. We've got the Cane Creek DB inline coil. That is a lighter setup than most air shocks. So that's a Fox SLS spring, painted red to match the color scheme, with the Cane Creek DB inline. Fidlock. We got the 1UP EDC pump, tool and tire plug combo. Coming up, we've got the custom cap down stem. We got the Deity Speedway carbon bars with a race face stem, 40mm, hopefully giving us the reach we're looking for. More XT up the front, more XT, more XT. Coming down, we've got the Lyric Ultimate in a 160mm travel, custom graphics by Bunny Hop. Rear wheels carbon, front wheels are DT Swiss M1700. Might put a carbon one on there, might put an alloy on the rear. We'll see how we go. Cushcore in the back, no Cushcore in the front, but we do have the Schwalbe soft compound Magic Mary, also in the Super Trail. Again, XT203 brakes and rotors up front. That's the bike check. I've just dialed in the suspension to some base settings. I'm gonna go for a big pedal, see how we go. You. Watch out, we're at Manly Dam. Friends don't let friends ride Manly Dam, but I'm not with anyone, so I guess I have to. But more specifically, this is a test ride just to get used to the cockpit, make sure everything's working properly. Doing my tour to Northern Beaches. You are here. We're gonna do all the way up the dam and then all the way out the top and keep going all the way to Narra and then down the beaches and back home. It's basically road Ks, a little bit of fire road, and just a tiny bit of single track to get used to things. So strap on in. You. Okay folks, here we go, baby's first single track. Been a while since I posted anything that included footage of the actual Manly Dam single track. Plenty of Manly Dam International Freeride Zone. You can barely call this single track though, it is just a worn-in line through the middle of a family park. But it's got Uncle Matt's jumps. Look at that, A and B lines. It's even getting some maintenance. It's been freshly sharpened. Something's rattling. Well, at least the suspension worked. That was all a big guess on the settings. The crappy Manly Dam hill climb. Theoretically, Here's where the Highlander should come into its own with gobloads of traction, except my climbing skills are pretty average. Been a long time since I tried to pedal or climb an analog bike up something like this, and that's part of this journey. Get my fitness back. Love the pedal. Gotta remember to use the climb switch though, more specifically to unclimb when I start to descend. All right, more single track coming up. All right, we are on Manly Dam. We are heading to the Deviate's first actual descent. It's so quiet so far. Nice little hug to insect in the mouth. A little hug to flat test there. Now down the descent. Still wet. Oh, Manly Dam. Nice. Pretty planted through there. It's gonna need a little bit of tuning to get this suspension set up right. I've basically done all the compression and rebound in the middle. All right, first descent. That rattle before was the seat or the saddle clamp coming loose. It's now tight. Everything's quiet again. More climbing. Woo! 3 little pinches. Can I still ride these on an analog bike? Apparently, yes. It's no e-bike, but goes up that stuff pretty easy. Oh, the Beaches Hospital! Location of such fun events as the time I broke my hand, or kidney stones. I don't want to go back there. Yeah, let's go to some trails instead. Ooh, so blue. Okay, boys and girls, new bike day continues. Shakedown ride. This is the first actual descending trail. New bike, new tires, new suspension, new everything. Let's see if I can suss out the cockpit, get comfortable with it, under it awesome jank like that. We're not in Manly Dam anymore, Toto. We've gone away from the council maintained stuff. This is all community run trails. Pretty janky, but better looked after than Manly Dam, that's for sure. Loose and sand in here. Just lots of loose rocks. I don't think any tyres would have a lot of traction on this. These rock raisers out the back, probably as good as anything's going to be. Been a while since I've ridden anything other than the e-bike through here. Definitely won't hear me yelling Strava. Just want to make sure that everything functions for this lap. Everything fits, like this right brake lever is not tight enough and is moving under me if I twist on it while braking. A little feature coming up in here. It's like a rock slab roll thing. Into some loose chunder. Kind of techie corner thing. probably want to watch this in fast forward because I'm not done very quick. I've got to sort this brake lever around. It's now uneven left and right, which is a bit weird. It's hard to know what torque to do on those. Oh, so chundery. There. All right, folks. Whoops. So that is Oxy Bowl. There's sleigh ride. First actual descending trail on a new bike. K2 climb there. We're going to head towards Manly Dam International Freeride Zone and pedal past it. Well, new bike day continues. The shakedown ride. We've done Manly Dam. We've done Oxy Bowl. We pedaled right past Manly Dam Freeride Zone. And now on the slippery dip fire trail. Lots of snake tracks along here this afternoon. It's a warm day. Snakes clearly loving being on the road. Haven't seen any, but I've seen plenty of tracks. So, the Deviate Highlander. So far, very happy with my size choice. That was the thing I was most worried about. This is a size medium. The reach is 440, which is the shortest reach of any bike I've ever owned. My old Mondraker with the forward geometry was 470, also in a medium, and that was 2017. This more modern geometry, but a 440 in the same size. So it's a small bike. I like it. I went and pedaled a large Hightower, which is a 470. Very similar numbers to this, but in a large. Just didn't gel with it. It felt too big. Felt like a bit like driving a bus. This thing feels like driving a sports car. It's not too small. I don't feel cramped at all. My arms are just nice and relaxed out the front, but I can get my weight over the front. I can move it over the back. I can have fun with this bike, I think. Talking fun, let's bomb the slippery fire trail. See how these basic suspension set up in the middle of everything. Oh, it's loose. These super trail tires, they seem to be handling it just fine. There you go. Something going on with this front brake pads. They keep kind of rubbing weirdly. Might need to recenter the caliper. Everything else staying good. Had a loose seat post and a loose brake lever, but giving everything a check, a few spots on the ride, and we're going to head to narrow mainline via a little stop at the lookout. Here's a slippery dip fire trail. Just getting our bomb on. Oh, bombing through the horseshoe. Oh, sandy bed. Loose corner with all sorts of bombs and holes and crap in it. Sandy bed. Hey. Right. A little bit of full send, just getting bike dialed in, getting some vibrations through it to see if anything's going to come loose, so I can give it a good check over. That's the end of Dutch Rudder there. That's blown out right now. The Sandy Hill of Death. Oh, one of the goals of this bike is to give me the fitness and power to climb this on an analog bike. Today won't be that day. Got to be so smooth to not spin out. I don't even know if these tires are going to be possible. It's so dry right now. Ah, that's me done. But hopefully I'll be pedaling all the way up this before May. All right, new bike day continues. We've done Manly Dam, we've done Oxy Bowl, but now it's Narra mainline downhill. This is Rampage. Smooth. First proper test of the Lyric Ultimate and the Cane Creek DB inline. They're just on very middle settings so far. 3 tokens in the fork, 85 psi. Pretty neutral. Right into anchors, into the chunder. Square edge is where this high pivot suspension should come into its own. Got to tune the gears a little. 140 mil out back, so it's less than all my other bikes. But just eating that up with the coil and that high pivot. Alright, King Brown Alley. It's feeling comfortable so far, not going for any PRs here. Just feeling the new bike out. Through the Strava line. Something going on with that front rotor. It's done up tight, it's straight. Pads keep making a weird rub. Alright, going left. We're halfway down Narra mainline now. Oops. That 12-speed XT just needs a little tune. Occasionally getting between gears. Crossing the new Viagra climbing trail, there it is coming up. Going across. Continuing down King Brown. Oh, I don't ride Narra enough these days, it's so good. Oh, wow, that's sandy. Got to get the weight over the front wheel to generate more grip in there. This high pivot coil though, eating up these square edges. All right, last bit of King Brown. Then the jumps and jank. Oh, there's happy endings. I don't know what state it's in, I haven't ridden it since. Most of the lips got washed away. All right, happy endings on new bike day. It's janky, it's loose, it's dry. This bit sandy. I'm not going to go for the A-line here, so I don't even know if it's there anymore. Just pump through the B. Oh, big case. Didn't have that set up right. Coming into the bit where I had my hospital trip. And the front wheel blew out just here. And I bled a lot. Not doing that today. Around the jank berm, get some speed for the gap thing. Very nice, poppy. Step down, step up. That's Narra mainline. New bike day. Very neutral on this. Could go a lot faster and pop a lot harder, but pretty happy with that. Woo! What do you think, boys and girls? Deviate Highlander. Sexiest bike you've ever seen? Or your money back. And listen, that idler is so quiet. You cannot hear it over the sound of the tyres. I was expecting drag. whirring noise, but there's nothing. Just like any other pedal bike, silence. To the beaches. Alrighty, we're back at Niue Beach. You might recognize this from such photo shoots as the one that you're about to see now, except that was 5 o'clock in the morning. So join me as we stare at this very pretty bike. Do 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 do. Strava says we've done about 30k so far, 5 more to go home. Nice road hill climb. These photos you're watching now were shot at about 10 past 5 in the morning, right on sunrise. It's now about the opposite, it's just gone 5 o'clock in the afternoon. How pretty is this bike? Enjoy. You.